Having to track the due date and plan for action is something that is common almost in all designations. The due date can be a payment due date, individual or company certification due date, or even software subscription due date. It would help a lot if Excel can alert the user when the current date has reached close to the due date. For example, there is a list of instruments owned by XYZ testing company. The list has calibration due date. One has to carefully read through the date to understand how far he is from the due date. What if Excel can do this for us? See, any due date approaching next month is highlighted with orange color fill, and those that has already crossed the expiry date is highlighted with red color fill. Or another example is simply my software subscription tracker. This table does tell me when my software subscription is going to expire, but does not alert me instantly. Well, this table does it. All this is in fact possible in Excel by simple functionality called conditional formatting based on a date occurring. In this video, we'll see how to use conditional formatting in Excel based on a date occurring. For those who are new to this channel, this is Riaz. Welcome to Upskill. It's all about Excel, Word, PowerPoint and VBA. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button and the bell button to get notification on new uploads. Well, without further delay, let's look into conditional formatting based on date occurring with an example as usual. On screen is an instrument calibration tracker. The table has the serial number, description, calibration date and calibration due date. It is very important that the calibration date is not crossed. If it is crossed, the instrument cannot be used. For that reason, the due date has to be tracked and instrument sent for calibration as soon as the instrument has reached its last month of calibration. The task for us is to highlight the due date that is within the upcoming 30 days in orange and highlighting the due date that has already expired in red. First, we'll perform the conditional formatting for the highlighting of due date that is within the coming 30 days. Selecting the due date column, clicking on the conditional formatting drop-down button. In the first category, sixth option, a date occurring. A window just popped out. We need to provide two data. First one is which date you want to highlight. The drop-down menu has several options. We have this month and next month. Let's select this month and select the color orange. Now I have two issues here. Today is 21st of November 2022. Any date this month, even if it is before today, for example 20th, will also be included in this category. But we don't want it as the calibration has already been expired and the cell should be red, not orange. This can be solved by making sure the rule in the rule manager are in appropriate order. I will show you this later. Now the second issue is that if an instrument is expiring on 1st 12/2022, which is just 10 days ahead, will not be highlighted under this rule because the rule is this month and this month ends with 30th of this month. In order to avoid that, let's select the next month also from the category. Now let's perform the conditional formatting for calibration due date that has been expired. Let's select the calibration due date column, clicking on the conditional formatting drop-down menu, first category and a date occurring. In the drop-down menu, we don't have any option for a date that is already over. For that reason, we'll have to take a different approach, by which what I mean is a function called today. The function simply returns the current date. Now let's select the column and click the conditional formatting drop-down menu. In the category, we have the second option, less than. We are selecting this option because when the calibration is expired, the due date will be less than today's date. Now let's simply type equal to today, open bracket and close bracket. Now the format into red. OK and OK. Here you go. Now the issue 1 with using this month is solved. The due date 20/11/2022 is red now and not orange. Let's go to Rules Manager. The rule for calibration expired condition is at the top. Notice what is written above that. The rules are applied in order shown. Let's mess it up and see what happened. Let me bring that particular rule to the bottom. Now apply. Now see, the due date 20/11/2022 is orange now. What we can understand from this is, if a cell has more than one conditional formatting rule, and if the conditions conflict, the rule at the higher order is considered. Let's bring it back to normal. Now the use of next month has another issue. Any date in next month is considered here. Whether it is above 30 days from today or not is not checked. In the table 31/12/2022 is also highlighted with orange. Sending it for recalibration will waste its useful calibration duration, which simply is loss of money. In order to overcome this and the complexity of using this month and next month, let me show you a way around. Let's first delete the this month and next month rule. Done. Now let's select the column and click Conditional Formatting drop-down menu. In the first category, third option, Between. We need to provide two dates between which, if the due date occurs, the specified formatting will be done. Well, it's time to go ninja with today function. Just kidding, this is very simple. Let me give the first date as today and the next date as today plus 30. It means if the date is between today and coming 30 days, perform the formatting. Now let's select the color orange and done. Here you go. All due date that is within 30 days from today is orange. Any due date that is overdue is red. And any due date other than this has no fill. I hope all of you understood how to use conditional formatting based on a date occurring. Also its limitations and how to go ninja with the today function if the drop-down menu does not have an option specific to your need. With this, let's wind up the video. If you have any question, please pause them in the comments. If you liked the course, please support by liking the video and sharing them with your friends. To get update on future videos, please subscribe the channel.